Well, hello, dear colleagues. Welcome back to Topic 1, Lesson 2 in Leadership 3301 Survey of Leadership Models. In this video, we're going to be discussing the difference between leaders and managers. We will be covering 4 subtopics in Topic 1. The first is how organizations work, then differences between leaders and managers, models of leadership, and strategies for developing a personal leadership style. We will proceed to define leadership. Now, leadership is somewhat a nebulous thing, and I don't think these definitions do it justice, but they're fairly awesome definitions. It's often defined as the ability to inspire an organization to achieve a certain goal. Leadership is also how you, as an individual, choose to lead your life. And another definition of leadership is to influence, inspire, and help others become their best selves, building their skills and achieving goals along the way. Now, management is defined as the process for dealing with or controlling things or people. Setting and achieving objectives is the primary way a manager accomplishes and maintains success. Leadership, influencing, inspiring, helping, building skills, achieving goals along the way. Management, dealing with or controlling things or people. You see, there's a vast difference between leadership and management. Those promoted into a position or role where they're managing people do not automatically become leaders. Many important distinctions can be made between leadership and management. It is my purpose in this short lesson to share with you some differences between being a leader of a manager. This video is to examine the differences between the two. The intent is to spotlight major attributes necessary to becoming a leader versus simply being a manager. The argument can be made that one can only be a successful manager after one has become an effective leader. Differences. Difference 1. Leaders create a vision, managers create goals. Leaders are able to instill a vision and engage others into transforming the vision into reality. The leader has a vision, instills that vision, and then encourages and engages others into making that vision reality. Leaders think beyond the present to envision the future, and people are challenged to be part of something bigger than themselves. Managers, on the other hand, focus on setting, measuring, and achieving goals. They control situations to reach or exceed their objectives. Now, difference 2, leaders are change agents. Managers maintain the status quo. Leadership is about innovation, and it's about change and disrupting the status quo. Many times people feel the status quo is okay, it doesn't need to change, but let me tell you, when things stop changing, they die. And leaders are about being innovators and about disrupting the status quo to reach greater heights. They embrace change and know that even though things are working, there could be a better way forward. Managers stick with what works, refining systems, structures, and processes to make them better. Difference 3, leaders take risk, managers control risk. Who fails at a task? Well, the only people that fail are those that actually do something. If you do nothing, you're not going to fail. So if you want to control risk, then what you do is do nothing. Leave things exactly the way they are and take no chances. Just enjoy the bureaucracy and the status quo to minimize your risk. Leaders, on the other hand, are willing to try new things, even if they fail miserably. They know that failure is often a step on the road to success. Only those who act fail. Leaders embrace innovation to achieve that which has not yet been envisioned. Managers work to minimize risk. Leaders create risk. Managers love the status quo. Leaders love to innovate and to change. Leadership is based on relationship. Managerial control is built on systems and processes. One of the things that you notice early on as a leader is that leadership focuses on people. People are people. People are not perfect. People are just people. And in organizations that most of us will work in our lives, We will find that they are people-oriented and people. A majority of what they do is about people and what people accomplish. Leaders understand that people are important. Managers feel that systems and processes are important. Leaders understand that it's about people. By focusing on people, leaders build loyalty and trust, and they consistently deliver on their promises. Managers are just about maintaining the systems, and they strive to ensure that the systems are in place to attain desired outcome. Leaders grow people. Managers direct people. When you deal with human beings, you don't need to just envision them as they are. You need to envision them as a leader would envision them to see what they could be. How do you help them grow better? How do you raise them to greater heights? Leaders see other people as competent and optimistic about their potential. Managers, on the other hand, assign tasks and provide guidance on how to accomplish the task. Difference 6, leaders are in it for the long haul. Managers think short term. When you envision people and you understand that people are important and that leadership is about people and about growing people and raising people to greater heights, then you have taken a step towards accomplishing a long-term vision for an institution. You have embraced a long-term path. Leaders are in it for the long haul. Managers are more interested in what can be gained in short-term goals. And the danger of that is that to achieve a short-term goal, an organization may ruin its long-term vision. Leaders have intentionality. They do what they say they're going to do and stay motivated towards a big, often distant goal. The leaders don't need regular accolades in order to stay on purpose and on task. They see the vision, they pursue the vision, and they bring others around them to the pursuit of the vision. Managers, again, work on shorter-term goals and require more frequent acknowledgement or accolades. 7, leaders grow personally. Now, if you're going to be a leader, you have to embrace lifelong learning. You must continue to move forward. You must continue to grow. I laugh about saying that because I'm 66 years old. When I was in high school, I won a gold medal in slide rule competition. That was well before calculators. I remember seeing calculators. I remember my first Apple computer. I remember the pet Commodore 64, those type things. But you have to grow. You can't stay there. I love building videos. I love learning new things. That's what leaders must do. They seek out people and information that will expand their thinking. Managers simply double down on what has made them successful. They perfecting existing skills and adopting proven behaviors. Leaders grow. Managers simply rely on what has been successful for them at the time. Now, consider the following questions. Do you think the Apostle Paul was a leader or a manager? What causes you to answer as you did? Another question, do most churches struggle more with leaders or managers? What causes you to provide your response? Did the early church require leaders or managers? Why do you give that response? 3 interesting questions. If you're going to go into church leadership and you're going to pursue a position of leadership among congregations of religious believers, then you need to think about what it means to be a leader versus to be a manager. In our next video, we will examine several models of leadership. Your consideration of these videos is intended to help you envision and develop your own leadership style as you move forward through your life. More good things are yet to come. I remind you that ministry is a lifelong pursuit. I often tell my son, who's a pastor, that his ministry is bigger than simply one church. His ministry is a lifelong pursuit. Become a leader. Learn from your mistakes. Grow yourself. Achieve new skills because you pursue a great profession as a leader.